The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Barnes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Arch Madness. The short hands, it's Bishop.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
To the air, it's Manning. Rolls right. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Running inside, it's Bishop. Here's a little room, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Throwing, Sellers. Caught over the middle. It's Doyle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for a crease. There he goes. The 40. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Sets his feet, it's Sellers. He'll take a shot. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Defense in press coverage. Here's Arch to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Long way to go on second down. He'll set up to throw. Rush right in his face. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Manning from the gun on third down. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Arch is going to throw for it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Second and long here. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Out wide left, it's Coleman. Touchdown, Longhorn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy was able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Straight ahead, it's Hart. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Out wide right, it's Sellers. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Sellers to throw. Here comes the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Left side is Tyler. Makes the grab in their space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. From the gun, it's Hart. Stopped right there.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the gun on third down, Sellers throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Fires left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they regain the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Manning to throw. Look out! And it's a sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 15 team, the Washington State Cougars.
And the Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Sellers under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Sellers. Escapes the pressure to his right. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. He's past the sticks. Touchdown, Longhorns! That one will give them the lead.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Offense in a bunch formation. He's changing the play. Throwing, Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Oh, pressure's coming.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And the quarterback has to be able to get the ball out. When you're in an empty backfield, this area of the field, you don't have any tight ends or running backs helping you in pass pro. You've got 5 blockers. So you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, especially if they're adding extra guys. And the QB there needs to know, if it's not open right away, I'm throwing this thing into the bleachers. He does not and gives up the big safety.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Throwing Manning. He's got it down the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce alive on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires, and they can't make the play on 3rd down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Now here's Manning. They get to him as he throws. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. This is a designed run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
There's some room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Right side, it's Sellers. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Crosses the line of scrimmage. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Another incompletion on third down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. This offense has it with really good field position. Sellers rushes on, trying to escape and get it himself. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. Out wide left, it's Doyle. Taken down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Sellers from the gun on third down. The throw. Turns it upfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Throwing Sellers. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He wants it all. Touchdown, South Carolina. Into the end zone for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Man, that field shrinks. You've got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to. Let them make plays. Make it look like run. All the big boys on the field. Slip that tight end out. Find him. They'll do the rest.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the ground, it's Bishop. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
to throw, Manning. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. 3rd and 11. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The snap sets up the throw. He's going for the big play. Upstairs to make the catch. What a nice job just finding a spot downfield and lofting it in there perfectly.
And you see quarterbacks and receivers do that all the time, right? All summer, throwing the ball in the air, throwing the ball in the air. Why? Because I know exactly where he's going to be right when I get my back foot in the ground to throw the football. You could tell he knew exactly how much touch to put on that ball to make a big play down the field.
The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Manning, they're all over it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Snags it.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day. So been a successful day. Now 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him in the flat. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Here comes the Texas offense. That turnover on the last possession was a killer. Now it's a 2-score game, and they've got to get things going right now. Out wide right, it's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Arch Madness. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Rush right in his face. He's going to run it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Line getting set on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Sellers. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They want that clock to run. Inside the 35. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. Throwing Sellers. Here comes the heat. Headed to the end zone, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. Here's Arts to throw. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Right side, it's Lockett. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Under pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2 minutes.
Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. Arch is going to throw for it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Here's Manning to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Manning. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic because...
And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations, you've